It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. She off your mic. Like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego diary politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you lie down, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego diary politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my egun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my egun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my egun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My egun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. My egun don't come, oh yo yo. Man of the masses, oh, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh yeah, yeah. My ego diary politico, oh yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh yeah, yeah. My ego now I'm on, la mo do. My ego diary, my ego number one. My ego now I'm on.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. And this is Mayegun Live.
Glory Facebook, glory YouTube. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun dá wa sí. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary.
Share the broadcast, invite your friends, and then not your so friendly friends. Tell them that Mayegun ti dé.
Godfatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣe o, kẹ́gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé.
Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. I want to deliver this conversation tonight relaxed, because as we are counting days, or let's say counting hours, and hours turning to days are turning to weeks, then it's like when you give a deadline of a date, eventually it's going to be tomorrow. Ojú ẹ̀sìn wọn ti ṣú ó fẹ́ rọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ á explain fún wọn. Ìyẹn ni wọ́n sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ á máa bá wọn sọ. A fẹ́ sọ díẹ̀ lálẹ́ yìí. So, ẹ share broadcast yìí.
Ìgòmìnà kówó jẹ. Ayé ìṣúra. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Ayé ìṣúra. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin òwò. Ayé ìṣúra. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Ayé ìṣúra. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ṣúra kì.
The Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the ass lickers, the all risers. They always ask one question, Ogbeni, what is your problem with Tinubu? Leave him alone. Go and do this. I don't have any problem with Tinubu. No. No problem at all. But because some of you don't know that your support for crooks, criminals that you call politicians is the only reason why rogues that should be in jail are parading themselves after destroying every fabric of your country, economy, security, and all of that. They are bold enough to still fly and walk about, demanding to be your president. I wouldn't have bothered if these rogues and their actions haven't led to more poverty, which has led to more crime and the economic strangulation, which I am also affected. Except for those who don't want to be honest and straightforward at all. Nigeria happened to you, and will continue to happen to you because of these crumb eaters, crumb chasers, humbled slaves, obedient fools, sophisticated morons, the mumumadus, the belle lecturers, the mumu lecturers, the Buharidins and the Buharididanis, the Buhari Dinotus, the Buhari Digatus, the Buhari Shikus, the Ungoziaris, the Unne Kaharis. And some said that the Abdullahi Haris, I don't know about that. But the cyberbarians, when they choose these criminals and protect and shield them or continue to validate the stealing that they call election, the consequences of that is not limited to those who are praising them. The consequences of their actions are not limited to those who are voting for them or rigging for them. That is my problem. Do you understand? Yes. So I'll give you an example. It was the likes of Tinubu and gang who sold the Bobo, the 419 chain that they called change to you. And as a Yoruba man, I was alive and I wasn't so dumb like those who actually bought the lies at the time. We screamed, we said, if somebody wants to offer you something better, can you at least check them out what they have done before? But they put all the propaganda together, eventually, right? Millions of Yorubas today, Westerners, are living in abject poverty caused by the delusion, the ignorance, and the greed and selfishness of some of you obedient fools, sophisticated morons. So when you brought them to power, see what they did to Nigeria. More divided. Abi, that is the reason. That is my own problem. Where human rights is no longer human anymore. Rather, you've got cow rights. Now, my own fundamental human right of expression, association, is being threatened because the likes of Tinubu brought back a dead tyrant called repentant terrorist himself, repentant dictator, only for them to introduce repentant terrorist into Nigeria. Lexicon. I don't even know what that means, but I've heard it somewhere before. This is something lexicon. Something now that is so in vogue. Everybody's now using that. Repentant terrorist. Operation Safe Corridor. It was the likes of Tinubu who brought that. In fact, to show their further failure and deceit, they can no longer hold it together. The lies that they sold to the Yoruba people was cooked. In fact, hang on. The lies they sold to the entire Nigeria for Boko Haram was cooked by no other person than Fayemi Ekiti. It was Fayemi Ekiti that put together all those lies. 2 meals a day for your children. 3 million jobs every year. 1 refinery per year. End Boko Haram in 6 months. Free education from primary school to university level. All of you who are graduates and still looking for job, they will be paying you job seeker allowance. All these promises were written and published and promoted by no other people than no other person than Fayemi Ekiti. Now that Fayemi want to be president now, repeating the same, picking from what he put together as APC manifesto after their failure. So that is my problem. What is your problem with APC? What is your problem with PDP? What is your problem, Gonsef Mayegun, with Tinubu? Personally, no problem. But generally, a bigger problem. Because without you, obedient fools, sophisticated demorons, these guys are nobody. And you are about to find out. Yeah, you're about to find out. So Tinubu, yesterday, they summoned the emergency meeting of the APC, Egbekegbe's Southwest aspirants. Because it be like said it don't pass water don't pass Gary now. No be so them plan them. No be as them plan them that they see them now. It don't red. So they called the emergency meeting yesterday because they felt like Yemi. It's not like a Yemi. Fake Pastor Ruga is the only person who was going to pull a stunt on the camp of Tinubu. Amosun is coming. Fayemi is coming. And they've also given us a few other names too. And just in a single day, today alone, Fayemi Ekiti declared that he wants to be president. Akpabio, the thief from Akwa Ibom, the man that stole 108 billion naira. And when he was about to be arrested and then captured by this same Boko Haram EFCC, he quickly decamped to APC. He became a minister under Boko Haram. Now, from the blues, he wants to be president too. Omo, you need to see the crowd, though. We'll go touch that one today as well. As if Tinubu can't wait till Friday, where for the meeting called by Bisia Konde and Oshoba. He quickly flew to Abuja to go and see Boko Haram for the last time. Say Boko Haram, how far? Will I say this thing don't they change from what we agreed to before? maybe he can use his whatever and just tell some of them to just calm down, because this whole thing it don't become joke. In their own electoral act, they said, if you want to run for any office, you have to resign before you run for office. It also said that if you are serving as a member of APC in government, you have to resign 1 month before the Congress. That's the one Malamu took a court judgment to stop in order to pave way for all this drama you are seeing now. Everybody want to be president. And Tinubu himself knows that all more. But he came out, he told people, he said, the more the merrier. Pretty much like sounded easy, right? Let me take you through a memory lane of how much damages these guys have done. And that they haven't killed you now or kill somebody close to you, or somebody you know. Doesn't mean that you are safe. See, in the last 15 years in Nigeria, the level of violence, peace, and all of that, right? They said that from 1997 to 2011, yeah, the map shows where was pretty much a little bit, volatile back then, and they picked these regions. Now, from 2011 to 2015, that shifted up north. That was when the activation of the terrorism you are witnessing today, right? Then from that time, 2015 to 2019, see how the greeny area, the peaceful area, constantly are now, disappearing and disappearing. This was before 2019. Today, this is the picture of Nigeria. And you can also tell the number of people who are being killed in those areas. Now, this is today's image of security, volatility, and everything about Nigeria, where these criminals, politicians are jumping up and down on who wants to be president. I heard that Oshiomhole also wants to be president as well, right? So Amosun is coming out. His own is to come out as, as Obi Biafra, Abi Amosun Biafra. And they said that in Biafra land, Amosun, he get one kind meaning, the way they say nobody's supposed to associate with anybody where they bear the name. But my Biafran brothers can tell. And at the same time, Oshiomhole is also getting set, as we have been told. A lot's going on, though. Meanwhile, Fayemi was pretty much dramatical about his own declaration today. Okay? Now, Fayemi is the current governor of Ekiti. He is the one that you can call the worst. You can, just like I put at the last paragraph of the description of this broadcast. Yeah, said that the worst of our own people in Yoruba land, in Nigeria entirely, the worst of Nigeria are the ones leading Nigeria. And that is why characters like this, who can talk, they can talk. And they are like people who can talk without, they don't have any substance, nothing. And this is based on what they are right now. This is not even like something you want to project, like, okay, maybe that's what they will become or whatsoever, right? So today, Fayemi declared to be the president of Nigeria in one of the jingles, which I believe is this one.
The Nigeria of our dream is possible. A Nigeria that is responsive to the yearnings of our citizens.
A Nigeria that is the pride and joy of all. A Nigeria that will be great. There is a path to Nigeria's greatness. Together, let's work on Nigeria's unfinished greatness. unveiling my Nigeria agenda.
Now, this is meant to be somebody from Tinubu's in-house think tank. You know what I mean now? But, well, eventually, he did declare his Nigeria agenda, or Agenda Nigeria, as it is now. Fine slogans, you know, all these catchy slogans, and all of them are everywhere to bobo you. Don't fall for any of them, right? Listen to Fayemi here, one of those.
Coordinator of the Progressive Governors Forum and two-time chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum. I have been privileged to witness firsthand the underlying commitment and sense of solidarity which Nigerians from all parts of our country share about the promise of our fatherland. And it has been my singular honor to have been an active part at various times with other committed compatriots from various walks of life, laboring with determination towards rapid and sustained national progress. Dear compatriots, it is in the spirit of this abiding faith in our country and the promise of its unfinished greatness that I stand before you today in total humility and with all sense of responsibility to solemnly declare to all within our party and Nigerians at large my decision to accept my name to be put forward for consideration by the All Progressive Congress leadership and membership as our party's standard bearer in the upcoming contest for a successor to our leader, President Muhammadu Buhari. This is not a decision which I have taken lightly. Indeed, to arrive at this point, I carried out a long and deep self-introspection with the help of my wife, Bisi, and other family members, my friends, my political associates and professional colleagues. I have also traversed the length and breadth of our country to consult and explore with our esteemed elder statesmen and women, traditional rulers, a cross-section of party leaders, and rank-and-file members of our great party, and various non-partisan leaders of thought and opinion. I embarked on these outreach visits, neither with any prior assumptions about what they would yield, nor with any sense of personal entitlement. However, after a careful consideration of where we are as a nation, and the many perspectives which are emerging about the challenges, old and new, which we must tackle and transcend, I am convinced that my entry into the race will...
That's Fayemi. So you now have Fayemi, fake Pastor Ruga, to dazzle you with, you know, with good speech and good speeches, right? And you can be like, oh no, oh, that's amazing. Yeah. He also had this to say, I think I can share that too with you. Here.
Of an empowered citizenry to engage with public affairs. Of an empowered citizenry to engage with public affairs, understanding that it is the repository of power. As part of this commitment, a holistic approach to decentralization will be embraced and institutionalized so that government and its services are brought closer to our people. Our program of decentralization will also feed into the goals of a stronger, more united and stable Nigeria. Outcomes which are not only good for our domestic prospects, but which will also benefit West Africa, the rest of the African continent, and the troubled international multilateral system. Dear friends and compatriots, I have, for this occasion, shared just a few snippets of what I hope will be the core of the Nigeria agenda under my watch. I embark on this journey with a determination to play my part to the end. I do so buoyed by your many good wishes, freely expressed, and your prayers fervently offered. Let me commend in this context other compatriots who have already thrown their hats in the presidential ring, and those who are still going to throw their hats in the ring for their courage and commitment. I want to commit before you and all Nigerians that I will, in the course of this campaign, adhere to the highest standards of decorum, decency, and respect.
You dey see the bobo on Mayegun's diary Politico. We actually see these people as who they are. They're not the bobo people like us. And that is why when they talk and sweet talk about the fraudulent plans that they continue to spew out, people like us know that they are all lies. So why do you have to waste your time in believing them? First, you listen to them, you will see what we have been seeing, that these guys are a bunch of, bunch of rogues and criminals, opportunists. Now, the same language that they put together for Boko Haram in 2014, this guy, when they brought him to Chatham House in London, you remember? Now it is your turn now, to have all the cameras and start speaking all these funny things. We are out to Nigeria, how to blah, blah, blah. After consulting with my wife, his wife, the killer of her students in Ekiti First Lady, BC. That is BC, they call Erelu, they call the wife. BC Fayemi. A killer of her students. But again, you will see students who are going to be championing this Fayemi for president. But I remember one thing. Every time the moment I heard that Fayemi is also coming out, this is a clip that came to my mind. I don't think I still have it. Maybe it's this. Oh my God. There's a clip that it was between him and Wike. I wish I still have that. I'll possibly show that. Let me see if I hang on. No, it's not there. So there is this clip of him where Wike was mocking him that there is no road between Ondo and Ado Ekiti, and said, "No, leave that one." But I think it will be your president. And talking about his wife, the other thing that came to my mind when I remember his wife again is this clip. I think it was in Dubai when they were celebrating the birthday of Nigeria First Lady in Dubai. First Lady to Dubai, because that's where she lived. That's right. However, another person that is also that just popped up, another criminal, is Akpabio, Godwin Akpabio, the one that stole 108 billion naira, to be arrested by EFCC, and he quickly jumped ship to APC, Egbekegbe. So somebody put it there, TVC put this out sometimes ago, and it was how the money that he stole, how he mismanaged the Akwa Ibom State Fund as a governor, and then he got away with it. Now he's also running to be president of Nigeria, just as we speak. But yeah, Jaga Bandit, their leader, visited Boko Haram, probably to just consult again and say, oh, but where did they go? Where did they stop? Because people like say this whole thing don't become set up now. And that is what will take me to where I'm actually coming to tonight. And it is for those of you who have been hearing the rumor, or you have been having conversation with those who you know have linked with Tifnumbu and all their charade in Western Nigeria. I am going to partially confirm the rumor tonight because it's true. They won't play their last card. They don't talk, say, if they, because they can sense it, that all this whole thing is just an effort to what? To just derail Asiwaju Awatole's presidential lifetime ambition. And if that should be the case, and they take the ticket from him, he's not given the ticket for any reason that eventually they play him out, this will be the time for them to support the agitation for Yoruba Nation. No joke. But if Nnamdi himself is yet to say that, to him, he said, the more, the merrier.
The president has shown a great example of leadership. He's been very, very honest and forthright with Nigerians. Yes, he will continue to be challenged within this short period of time. But it's left for us, the followers, to help, to be ready, to persevere, and give hope to the populace. And yes, we can do it, and we will do it. It's all about service. It's nothing else. Think wisely, get committed to your thinking, and serve the nation, and bring progress and prosperity to the lives of Nigerians. It's good for the country, for so many of us to aspire to want to lead. We are not abandoning our nation. But there's only one chair and one possibility. We will do that. We are sure that we will remain united. You know our symbol is broom. You don't break it as you go. Nigeria required commitment and the uniform system and a stable country. And that is the only way we can be very proud of Nigeria. It is. And the president has shown a great example of leadership, gave us the freedom to say, oh, you want to run, you want to attempt, no, go ahead. He's a Democrat. And if we are running constitutional democracy, you don't hinder the desire, the wish of other people.
Thanks for checking out Symphony on.
So, I mean, it is called face saving. I told you yesterday, I said that if you are following the event this next 3 weeks, now fire for fire, just watch how statements will begin to change, how things will begin to change, until when you'll be like, oh, but don't be so the broom be you for 3 weeks ago. Anyway, like I said, it's also considering what they call the safe landing and face saving. Face saving in the part that if the whole thing becomes so much like it was pretty much after to stop him and all of that, it will just use the excuse of being hold and ready to just support anybody to take his and save his face. But for those who said he's so desperate, very desperate, whatever it's going to take, they said that they are already in the plan B mode. Some said that plan B was to go to another party. That's not true anymore. Okay? He dare not jump to another political party as we speak. But what you can confirm from me tonight, Mayegun, is that sometimes 2 years ago, the likes of Tifnumbu and his camp, they saw through the growing movement for Yoruba Nation. So what they did then was to what? Was to infiltrate so many groups in Yoruba land, agitating for either Yoruba Nation, Oduduwa Republic, new constitution, this and whatever you are agitating for. 2 years ago, Tifnumbu's camp and his group and his guys, they infiltrated many of these groups. Their effort was to fund them and at the same time muzzle them into what they will want them to react as, at least at the appropriate time, according to their own wishes. Let me tell you this: the efforts even got to a team that is prominent, Ilana Omo Oodua. I don't know if many of you remember last year when a section of Ilana Omo Oodua had a press statement, a press release or press conference, and they said they have sacked Professor Banji Akintoye and those who are loyal to him because Professor Banji Akintoye is not supporting Asiwaju Tifnumbu, and Professor Akintoye is not really fighting for Yoruba. How many of you remember that? I'm just trying to remind you. So 2 years ago, they've done all of that. And that is why when you go on Facebook or you go on social media, YouTube, everywhere, you will see those who are championing Yoruba Nation, Yoruba Nation, Yoruba Nation 2-3 years ago in their own little way. And 2 years ago, they became more vocal because Oloye Sunday Igbo and so many other young people then came out to push further the Yoruba First days. How many of you remember that? Many of them. Towards the end of 2021, they started fighting those who are for Yoruba Nation, but they don't like Tifnumbu. How many of you remember that? The journey started 2 years ago. It is always their plan B. The plan B to tell the Yorubas, the groups and all of them, because they know them. For those who know how Tifnumbu actually operates, that makes people think that it controls the political levelers in Yoruba land. No, it doesn't. But there is a way he actually handles it well. Tifnumbu and his group, they are very, very good scouts. They are friends to leadership of just any organization. Call yourself Igede Association of Nigeria, Lagos State Chapter. Tifnumbu will be your friend and he will look for your leaders. Call yourself Sokewe Diggers of Southern Nigeria, Lagos State Branch, or what do you call it? Or your state branch, Ogun State Branch. Tifnumbu and gang will look for your leaders. Because all they need is just to see who controls all these groups, whether in a small groups or whether in a large group or NLC, and you know what I mean? All they need is the leaders of those groups to just get 3, 4, 5 people there, infiltrate them, give them money, give them direct number, and that's all they need. If they need to mobilize all of you at once or influence your general meeting, ESCO meetings, in your different, you will be asking, what do they need all of that for? You have no idea. The reason why they kept all the touts, all the thugs, and continue to empower them is not because they want to know all the touts. They just need to know who is the leader. Go and get me their names. Give them direct access to this, and that, and tell them that they are now they have now been initiated into the Tifnumbu's camp. And that's it. Will you be loyal? You'll be taken care of. So that is what they did with so many Yoruba Nation agitators, campaigners, writers, journalists, and the rest of them. So that is the plan B. And this is why, the reason why I have to share this with you tonight is this, right? Because it is going to happen systemically, subconsciously. You are going to get sucked in, and you will think the effort is because they have regretted all of the nonsense they have dragged us into in the last 23 years. No, they've regretted nothing. It is to further spur a bit of unrest in order for them to be called back to the negotiation table. Let me tell you this. The moment Tinubu is no longer close to getting their APC tickets, you will begin to see the Tinubu's media vuvuzelas that you call journalists. You know, he has he has what do you call it, the printing press. He has the what do you call it? He has the media in his pocket. He has TV. He has radio. He has papers out there. You will begin to see them writing articles that concerns the injustice in Yoruba land, that concerns the interest of the Yoruba people. And they will be associating those write-ups, those TV presentations. They will be ascribing those values, and somebody who actually represents that value to Tinubu. You as a Yoruba man, Yoruba woman, you are going to be sucked in and say, that's true. Hey, I'm so surprised that Tinubu's newspaper is writing this about Yoruba Nation. Really? I'm so surprised that they are discussing Yoruba Nation on Tinubu's TVC. You will think they are coming to support and promote Yoruba Nation for real. No, it is their plan B, and I want to put you on alert. What we have been told right now is that they are about to suddenly activate these infiltrated groups calling for Yoruba Nation. They are about to activate them in the next couple of weeks. As you get closer to their May 28th Congress and primaries, the more they realize that is going to be off and off and off from it. You are going to suddenly see the surge in the agitation for Yoruba Nation and the support and the welcome for it. All of this is part of the plot to see if they will realize that if they don't give Tinubu their tickets, Yoruba will break away. The Yoruba Nation that they are mocking, Oloye Sunday Igbo for. The Yoruba Nation that they killed people for. The Yoruba Nation that they kill people in Lagos for and arrested people for. Very soon you are going to start seeing them now saying, if they don't give Tinubu, then the agitators are right. They will say it's because they failed Yorubas. That is why the Yorubas are asking for Yoruba Nation. That it is only Tinubu that can stop them. And if they are not careful, the issue of Abiola will be a small play. Don't let anybody drag you into it. Tinubu brought home a insect-infested wood. He will sleep in that room himself. He will suffer it himself, and do not let anybody use you as plan B. This is not a push or just something like a propaganda. It is pretty much like almost near happening now. The group that sacked Alano of Yoruba land, Professor Banji Akintoye, the groups that are loyal to Tinubu, the famous among them is a group called YYF. I can't remember their full name, but I remember their progenitor. I remember their leader, Adeyinka Grandiot. Shebi all of you know that Adeyinka Grandiot is also Yoruba Nation, Oduduwa Republic agitator. Sure, you remember now. And do you remember the leader of Adeyinka Grandiot Yoruba Nation? Who? Tinubu. Do you know the official political party of Adeyinka Grandiot Yoruba Nation? Official political party for Yoruba Nation in the Adeyinka Grandiot YYF Yoruba Nation. APC, Egbekegbe. Now, this is the context I've been trying to picture for you now. Normally, if Adeyinka Grandiot is not in jail now, Adeyinka Grandiot will be striking, or let me say, striking the ember of discord, so as for people to start pointing fingers to those who are trying to stop Tinubu from becoming president. But as the Alales, as they will have it, Adeyinka Grandiot won't be around for the 2023 charade, and it will not help Tinubu to perfect their plan B. They are the people who said the reason why Tinubu is not popular is because the Igbos are in Lagos and they are the ones that will never vote for Yoruba. They said because they don't love Yoruba people. And Tinubu is the leader of Yoruba. Sure, you remember all of these things, because I'm trying to remind you all of this so that you can understand that their plan B is not to go to another political party. It dare not. Their plan B is that by now they would have started something, campaigns that will make all of you believe that the fake Pastor Ruga that is contesting against Tinubu is not Tinubu's enemy. They would have started telling you right now that Fayemi, Amosun, and the rest of those Yorubas who are now going to slug it out to further weaken Tinubu, they are not enemies. But you see that Chukwuemeka that is trying to manage how he's going to convert the naira to dollar and pay for his container, that he's also going to have to bribe before he takes it to Ladipo. That Emeka is sitting down there calculating his loss, his gain, and one Adeyinka Grandiot and his gang all over the place. They are saying the reason why Tinubu is not loved, the reason why Yoruba land is this or that, is because Emeka, an Igbo man, is the reason why Tinubu is not loved. And then you will see those that they are ready to give money to start causing and wreaking havoc, burning properties, killing people, all in the name of enemies of Tinubu want to stop him. But as the Alales will have it, Olori Iwon Adeyinka Grandioti, the Mr. Chemical Weapon that told you that Tinubu is their leader, the leader of Yoruba. If you don't like Tinubu, you are no more Ale Yoruba. That was what Grandiot said. He has friends, they come here and talk to me, and I said, listen, if some of them are smart enough, they will know that the Yoruba people are not that gullible. For real, we are not. We are just easy people to trust those who are ours. You get what I mean now? Me, Mayegu now. Ordinary Yoruba man and Yoruba woman, they will trust me because I'm a Yoruba man. Ordinarily, I'm not saying all of them. So, Adeyinka Grandiot and his gang, they brought something then, sponsored by Tinubu and co. And that was the ethnic, tribal, political, divisive politics that served no other person other than Tinubu. So they now got to a stage whereby even you as a Yoruba man or woman, if you come out and say Tinubu will never be your leader, Grandiot and his gang of rogues lose Canyon on social media, working for Tinubu and gang, waiting for 2023 to unleash mayhem. They will say, you are a bastard, you are not a real Yoruba, go and check your ancestry, go and check this and that. Maybe your papa na Igbo, maybe na your mama na Fulani, go and check it, you are not a real Yoruba. And this ideology was sponsored by divisive characters like Tinubu and gang. So now that the confusion they brought upon themselves is about to consume them, this is time for them to activate the silence revolution that they want to use to force the answer. So don't buy it. Watch them very well. Once you see anybody shouting Yoruba Nation, and you look around, you see Tinubu, their profile picture, APC, their party, you should know automatically that those are the ones who they are now going to activate in the name of a Yoruba people that will eventually probably bring about the chaos, which is the plan B. I'm saying that to you now. Keep it in mind. We will expose them when we get to that part. Because we only have 3 weeks. 21 days to go. 21 days. If Tinubu no get the tickets, now they are coming to say Yoruba Nation must stand. So it will be, because according to them right now, it is now obvious that in their 2023, if there is any election that is going to take place at all, the people from southern Nigeria, PDP, APC, may all of them go find and queue for vice president. Can you believe that? And because they know that, they are now trying to speak out little by little. They said some people feel like they can just have power and they can do whatever they like. That they can just take over power and do and then decide whatever they like. All this must stop. I say, you are still talking in harsh tones, Abi. All of you go still open your voice and open your mouth and you will speak louder. And guess what? When they speak louder, they are going to agree with us. Yeni Yoruba sọ pé iná ilé ni ọmọ ẹran wọn máa yá gbẹ̀yìn. Give me just about 10 minutes. I want to speak in Yoruba quickly. Because it be like, say, this point, this message must hit home even better. Meanwhile, Abby Williams, thank you very much for your super chat. I'll say, I'm actually trying to create a time. I'm going to say thank you to all of my premium members on my Egun's Diary Politico. Many of them have been members now for over 19 months, pretty much like 20 months. Imagine being a member, a paying member of my Egun's Diary Politico for 1 year and 8 months, and yet you are still going. So one time I'm going to say thank you to all of you, and I'm going to read all your names, all of the members on my Egun's Diary Politico. So thank you for that, Abby Williams. Okay. So yomi, gbogbo nǹkan tí mò ń sọ látẹ̀ nǹkan. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi, ẹ̀yin ọmọ káàárọ̀ oòjíire, ẹ̀yin ọmọlúwàbí. Ní wípé ṣe rí gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n rò wípé àwọn ọgbọ́n àgbọ́njù àwọn Tinubu àti gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ APC ẹgbẹ́kẹ́gbẹ́ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, ọgbọ́n àgbọ́njù wọn ó ti wá jájó wọn lójú báyìí. Àwọn ni wọ́n ṣe agbódegbà fún APC ẹgbẹ́kẹ́gbẹ́ ní ọdún 2014, 2015. Ṣé rí ní ọdún náà lọ́hùn, nígbà tí wọ́n ń kọ sílẹ̀ pé nǹkan báyìí ni àwọn máa ṣe nítorí pé Yorùbá a lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ sí ohun tó dára ju nǹkan tí ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ń pín fún wa ní 2014, 2015. Kí ni àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ pé ó jẹ Yorùbá lógún tí ó fà á tí ẹgbẹ́ Tinubu APC ẹgbẹ́kẹ́gbẹ́ fi lọ darapọ̀ mọ́ ẹgbẹ́ Tinubu ACN tí wọ́n fi lọ darapọ̀ mọ́ ẹgbẹ́ Boko Haram ní 2014, 2015. Wọ́n ní pé tí àwọn bá ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn tán, Yorùbá ní àjẹ́ndà kan tó jẹ́ Yorùbá lọ́kàn gan. Ìyẹn ni pé true federalism. Ṣẹ̀rí true federalism yẹn ni pé gbogbo ẹ̀yà tó jẹ́ ẹ̀yà ara Nàìjíríà lénìí, oníkálukú á padà sí 1960, 1963 arrangement yẹn ni pé kóníkálukú ṣe kí ni o, kó dá ọmú ìyá ẹ̀ gbé. Tó bá lè jẹun àjẹjù, wàá lè ṣe iṣẹ́ àṣekú náà o. Yẹn ni pé iṣẹ́ tó bá ṣe òun ló yẹ kó jẹ. Nǹkan tí Yorùbá sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ nìyẹn láti 1963. Nǹkan tí àwọn Tinubu tà fún Yorùbá nìyẹn pé tí Yorùbá bá ti lọ darapọ̀, tí Buhari bá ti dà ààrẹ o, tí Yorùbá ti di gbákejì o, nǹkan àkọ́kọ́ tó máa kọ́kọ́ ṣe ni pé wọ́n á kọ́kọ́ ṣe kí ni, wọ́n á tú agbára Àbújá ká, wọ́n á pín wọn sí gbogbo egun ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, èyí tó jẹ́ pé Yorùbá, àmì gbogbo egun Nàìjíríà, èyí tí Yorùbá máa ṣalábàápín tiẹ̀. Àwọn á pèsè ètò iṣẹ́, iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná ò ní ṣẹ́jú, ọ̀nà á wà, ilé-ìwé á dá, ó ti yé báyìí, ààbò. Now, lẹ́yìn ọdún 7 tí wọ́n ti ń ṣe jákujàku yìí, Tinubu ìdí tó ṣe lọ darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn ojú pé ó mọ̀ pé wọn ò ní nǹkan kan tó fẹ́ ṣe fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ó mọ̀ pé Buhari ò ní nǹkan kan tó fẹ́ ṣe fún Nàìjíríà. Ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tí ó rí ni wípé ní ọdún 2011, nígbà tí Jonathan tó fẹ́ contest lẹ́yìn ikú Yar'Adua, ìṣe ló sáré wá bá Tinubu lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Nígbà yẹn àwọn ará Òkè Ọya wọ́n sọ wípé Jonathan ò gbọ́dọ̀ contest. Nígbà tó sáré wá bá Tinubu wá ṣe díìlì pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ kí Yorùbá kan gbà kan rígi ẹ̀ fún PDP, ṣùgbọ́n kí Yorùbá dìbò tábẹ́lé o kan dì fún ACN. Ibi tí Tinubu ti kọ́kọ́ rí nìyẹn pé yẹn ni pé ẹni tó wà nípò ààrẹ yìí gan-an ẹ̀mí àṣekò tiẹ̀ lé. Ibẹ̀ ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní plot o, lọ́ fi dọ̀rẹ́ Buhari, lọ́ fi dára APC, lọ́ fi kó gbogbo àkóbá tó kó bá lẹ̀ Yorùbá yìí, kó bá Nàìjíríà, kó bá everybody tílé tó kó yé o. Ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan kan wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé àǹfààní pé tí Buhari bá lè di president, òun ń kọ́ o, òun á jẹ igbákejì ẹ̀. Igbákejì ẹ̀ tó fẹ́ jẹ yẹn tí ò rí jẹ ló fà tó fi mú Yẹmí sílẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣínbàjò tó sọ pé mùsùlùmí ni Buhari, mùsùlùmí ni Tinubu, wọn ò lè lo mùsùlùmí. Àti gbà yẹn ni Tinubu ti ń wá ọ̀nà pé bóyá tí Buhari bá ṣe tán òun ló kàn. Kò sí gbogbo bí Buhari ṣe bà Nàìjíríà jẹ́ tó, kò sí bí gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá bébí ṣe ń pa àwọn èèyàn ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó, kò kàn wọ́n o. Buhari ṣe dáadáa ni, ó ṣà ń ṣe dáadáa ni nóminú ẹ̀rọ, nítorí pé ó ń dúró de ọjọ́ tí wọ́n máa sọ pé tí Buhari máa gbéjọba fóun, òun náà di ààrẹ. Ààrẹ tó máa di yẹn bó ṣe ń pa wá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, bí wọ́n ṣe ń ba gbogbo ohun ọrọ̀ ajé wa jẹ́, àwọn wá ń sọ yìí pé kò tó yẹn ká nípa fẹ́ pín. Ṣé wàá mọ̀ nǹkan tó wá ń ṣe ń sìn? Èsúrú ti wá pàdídà báyìí, ó ti ń lé ajá. Ibi tí wọ́n ti lọ ta kàlòkàlò pẹ̀lú Buhari, kàlòkàlò wọ́n ti wá wọkọ̀ṣọ̀ báyìí. Ibi tí wọ́n rò wípé wọ́n ti máa bá kí ló ti ń pè, wọ́n ti máa bá orí ìrùlọ́ bá ń bẹ̀ o, kórófó. Náà ó ti wá ń súnmọ́ lọ́wọ́ kan sìn. Tinubu àtàwọn èèyàn ẹ̀ tí wọ́n tán lajú wọn lẹ̀dẹ́, tí wọ́n pa inú wọn débò nígbà tí Buhari rán àwọn apààyàn kí wọ́n lọ pa Ìgbòho, nítorí pé Ìgbòho sọ wípé wọ́n ń pa àwọn èèyàn ní Bàràpá, wọ́n ń pa àwọn èèyàn ní Ayétẹ́, wọ́n ń pa àwọn èèyàn ní Gàngán, wọ́n ń pa àwọn èèyàn ní gbogbo Òkè Ọ̀yọ́ lọ́hùn, wọ́n ń pa àwọn èèyàn ní Yewa, wọ́n ń pa àwọn èèyàn l'Óǹdó. Àwọn èèyàn ò dé lè defend ara wọn. Àwọn Tinubu gbogbo wọ́n ní kí àwọn apààyàn kọ́ lọ bá wọn pa Sunday Ìgbòho, nítorí pé tí Sunday Ìgbòho bá ń pariwo Yoruba Nation, ìṣe ló máa ṣàkóbá fún president tí Tinubu fẹ́ jẹ. Ìdí nìyẹn o, wọ́n tiẹ̀ pa ọmọ olórí Afẹ́nifẹ́re nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, Pa Fáṣọ̀rántí. Ṣe rántí? Wọ́n pa ọmọ Pa Fáṣọ̀rántí. Tinubu lọ bẹ̀, kí ló sọ? Ó ní àwọn màálù náà dà. Kí ló dé tí báàlẹ̀ ṣe mọ̀ pé Fúlàní ló pa? Màálù dà. Àwọn sójà pa àwọn èèyàn l'Ékòó, àwọn ọmọ wẹ́wẹ́, nítorí pé Tinubu ò fẹ́ ṣe Buhari. Tinubu bọ́ta, ó ní kí làwọn ọmọ yẹn náà ń wá ń bẹ̀. Gbogbo yẹn pátápátá báyìí sìn, ó ti wá wọ kọ̀ṣọ̀. Kò yé? Nǹkan ṣo ló wá kù báyìí. Káàdì kan ṣo ni Tinubu fẹ́ ta báyìí. Kò ń ṣe káàdì pé ó fẹ́ di kámpù anywhere. Wọ́n bí ire kó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. nǹkan tó fẹ́ dá sí ni pé Yoruba Nation tí wọ́n fi ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ gbogbo yín tó fi ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ ńgbà yẹn Yoruba Nation yẹn àwọn èèyàn wọn tó ti bọ gbogbo àárín gúrùpù yín lóríṣiríṣi àtòrí social media o àti off social media o gbogbo yín ten group around all everywhere nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá àsìkò ti tó fáwọn Tinubu báyìí kán wá lo Yorùbá láti force ọwọ́ Buhari àti àwọn APC ẹgbẹ́kẹ́gbẹ́ kan lè fi Tinubu ṣe ààrẹ nígbà tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ gbogbo abracadabra yìí ẹ̀yin á rò pé wọ́n ń ṣe nítorí Yorùbá ni pé a dúpẹ́ o wọ́n tẹ̀lé ti padà wálé orí wọn tẹ̀lé ti pé orí wọn ò pé o orí wọn ò tí ì pé o wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe nítorí pé kí wọ́n lè finally sọ pé tí Yorùbá bá ti lọ bínú pẹ́rẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan táwọn ò mọ̀ ní pé kò lè wọ́ọ̀kì ẹ̀yin ni kẹ́ wá lajú yín lẹ̀ dáadáa ẹ gbọ́ kẹ́ máa wo àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Yorùbá Nation yìí tí wọ́n wá ń lọ tó ń yí mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Tinubu kẹjúkí fún wọn ni o bẹ́ẹ̀ bá rí wọn lẹ́niwẹ̀ ẹ má yìn wọ́n o ẹ má lọ máa sọ pé kọ́ tá à ń sọ nìyẹn ẹ farabalẹ̀ gidi gan ni o òun ni plan B wọn o. Thank you very much. So I just had to do that for the sake of my own listeners who would prefer I explained that just exactly as I did. And I bet for those who understood every word I said, they will know that it is just pretty much like the Yoruba version of what I have said in the last 30 minutes. And I bet my message is delivered there. Àwọn làwọn ya wèrè ni. Àwa gan á sọ fún wọn pé àwa gan ò normal. All the manipulation in the book, all the trick in the book that they have been so much used to in order to manipulate and cajole our people to believe that they have now realized their own mistakes and now they care for Yoruba land when their election is coming. All of these are going to be neutralized by the proper information, just as simple as this one. Nothing, no biggie. You will still be the one to decide and say, Omo, no, I'll still follow Tinubu. That time, it will be your choice. It won't be like, I know. The person that wrote all of that lies for them was no other person than Fayemi. So make them beat themselves, finish themselves, and to the rest of you, because let me tell you something. Apart from APC, Egbe, some of you are already preparing that now PDP go save you. No wahala. In fact, some of you are already putting your bets on PDP, people destroying people, Papa deceive Peking, Peking deceive Papa, and the rest of all that attribute that you probably wear about, those togas that you wear about with pride or without shame. But I can understand. They call it social conditioning. If you haven't really witnessed anything better, you have to make do with whatever is available. In this regard, so many of you are already championing for Peter Obi. Hey. You see, one thing about some of you in the South is this. You live in your own bubble. Nigeria is a place that sometimes some of you live in your own bubble. You live in your own world. When we explain to you the Nigeria that you are in, some of you love to argue it out and say, no, because that's not the Nigeria you are seeing. But all the time, there is always something to prove us right. Most of the time, Adorumo Titoni majority. But it's a good thing. Life is a teacher, they say. The more you live, the more you learn. And according to those scholars, they said, if you are making a mistake, it is a sign that you are trying. But there are some mistakes that are too costly, like those ones that many of you are repeating every 4 years. Peter Obi, God, we are saying, give us Peter Obi. Just same way. The Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, have endured all manner of sufferings, brutality, psychological torture under APC for 7 years. And after Boko Haram, they still want Boko Haram Pro Max. That's the same thing. Because they believe that, after all, a Yoruba man is going to come and be president. A Southerner. Yes, we love that. It will be our turn. Your turn of waiting. You get sense? Reasonable. Those who clamored for Boko Haram and jumping up and celebrating in 2015, today, many of them are living in IDP camp. Some of them are now Bambi Allah on social media. Others are, I don't know, maybe dead. So reasonable, Buhari, then Buhari Pro Max, Kolu, that's a different, it's a different style of a suffering. But it's not different from you. The PDP, people destroying people, people deceiving people, Papa deceiving Pekin. Just like that. You are not different. You are banking on PDP, ignoring the ingredient, the things that actually make them. Give us Peter Obi. PDP should just forget it. Another 4 years for another 4 years for what's it they call it? Another 4 years for APC. That's what they said. Give us Peter Obi. Wait that video. Let's not this one. No, it's not. Give me a circle. I have all these tiny clips. Yeah, I think I have these tiny clips that sometimes they are not labeled. Okay, just give me a sec. I think it's this one, maybe. Give us we want. Give us Obi. Obi 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 we want. Give us Obi. Obi, we want. Wait. Listen. No, quiet now. Thank you also. Thank you, bro. Yes, sir. I just came from radio team. All I appeal to everybody that it's not about to be or this or that. All of us must work together to change this place and will consume all of us. Yes. So I thank you people for your efforts. I'm sure we'll be meeting as we go along. What you do is go back to your places, ask your delegates and everything. Please, when you go, we must now have better people, good people for 2023 to save our country. Yes. Your Excellency, and you won't blame them. Nigeria is a place where they have managed to narrow them down to choosing their own oppressors and differently. But to many people, they believe that Peter Obi is different. And in all honesty, I'm not saying he's a perfect guy, but talking about their public record, using that, is far better than many of those who are parading themselves, that they want to be your president. Anyway, building your hope around the PDP. So I got this from one of Obi's presentations, which I believe that I should share with you. Hang on. That was him talking about data, things that you would love to possibly see if to say Nigeria is a place that they are not talking about giving rice, giving food. I'll give you this, I'll give you that. Somebody talking about data, right? And that was Peter Obi. I got that and I thought I should share that with you. Just
a doctor, a famous doctor in Lagos told me that he has found out that all his patients, once they arrive Nigeria from overseas, their blood pressure goes up. And it's a record that he has. If you come to inequality, Nigerian inequality today is the worst. 157 over 157. We're the worst when it comes, if you look at the Oxfam report. In America, 1% of the richest Americans control 37% of their wealth. In China, the richest 1% control 35% of their wealth. In Indonesia, which I'm going to use for example, they control 47%. In Nigeria, the richest 1% control 85% of the wealth. And nobody is working hard. All other countries I mentioned are working hard to lower this. In Nigeria, it's even worsening. And nobody is talking about it. Forbes recently described us as money-losing machine of Africa. Our stock market last year lost 18%. This year, it's lost 13%, even when it's most shallow of all the countries I'm going to use. For example, within the BRICS country, no country where their stock market valuation is less than 200 billion, except Nigeria.
That's to an average one Nigerian, yeah. Baba, leave story, Jare. He did it. He did some of the things he's talking about as governor, like no joke. Yeah. In fact, in one of his presentation as well, the reason why all these guys are carrying placard, because I'm still coming to that. How una go eat your breakfast based on what we are also hearing right now. Yeah. So it was at Brekete at some point, and I think it was earlier today or maybe yesterday, and he was talking about saving money. Nigeria has no money. And him being a governor, the way he managed to save money, which got him impeached 2 times.
Make we cut the thing where they chop our money first.
Before we go
borrowing. We get like, let me give an example. Anambra State get lodge for Abuja when I started. The man will come before me buying for plenty money. He said, hey, did you 1 billion something? I said, go on, Anambra State, no live for Abuja. What thing would they do with us in Abuja? Where we going to chop? Where they cost us a lot of money to keep them. They said, no, you go need them. I said, we know enough. Governor of Anambra is governor of Anambra. If we go Abuja,
not governor of Abuja.
Let him go and find small hotel. But Anambra people will go to hotel here plenty. They will even give us discount. Like we just go pay them small money, sleep there. Now they sleep, rock view. But this, we'll go there. They give us discount 50%. So that house, Anambra house, lodge. 9 United Nations they reach today.
You sell them?
No, we not sell them. We give them
rent.
And we even give them free. We say make the because the money to keep them now wahala.
To maintain the house.
To maintain it now wahala. But they give us the support where they give us.
Pass the money. See strategy, wisdom.
So they give us support. So we say take. At least now we know they spend money for them. We know they do. So we start cutting off. We get things where they call guest house, presidential house. President no live for Oka. I beg, make una close all these things down. We cut all that things where they make us chop money. Some people know they happy when I say it. Some people they happy, but we say these things no they exist. There's so many things because we don't get money. So we tell that this one can go, this one can go, this one can go. For example, I say since me and they very close to my wife, and 2 of us make we close down office of first lady. I beg, make we not see somebody carry motor they run around. We trouble they too much. Make we 2 of us now one. That's what marriage is. So make you know.
So you close down the office of the first lady.
Yes, because you know there for constitution.
You know for constitution. You know there for.
And the cost.
I've been laughing. Oh, see, wait till I drop the bombshell now. I hope you are feeling cool now. Some of you are like, they'll be the same. Now me you tell. I said, wait to make her drop the bombshell first. Say that guy, that bracket guy, that guy is is a full vibe. Say, so you carry the house, give them. Say yes, give them, so that they give us something back. That they give things where they don't give us. And we know they spend money there. So that you give them, maybe they manage, maybe it, but that they give you say, see strategy. Oh boy. Honestly speaking, Nigerian politicians are just heartless people. Trust me, they are just heartless. If you ask an average Nigerian what they need to actually live and survive and be so happy, you will be shocked that they don't need much. Electricity, if electricity is working 24/7, people will create their own, they will create their own wealth, they will create their own stuff, you know, and they will survive. So when politicians and politics create loopholes for politicians to steal, and another one come and say, I stopped it. Look at that scope. Hey, see strategy. Like, come on, man. So they are now saying that if you like, making talk better than that. If you like, may use China, Venezuela, be Singapore, more than that. On social media, offline now, some people are doing some movement. Give us Peter Obi, PDP, or forget the election. If PDP no give us Peter Obi, no. You get what I mean? Just like the same way the Soros, okay. We know they agree Soros, okay, 2020. Are now shouting swagger on your mandate. On your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate. So they will also tell you, an Igbo man should go and be vice president. That's the most they can become. In arrangement in Nigeria. But some of you don't know that although it is not written, but it is also like an unwritten, written code. Why an Igbo man, they say, won't be president? Because as we speak now, even you from the south, I've been reading Twitter, I've been reading Facebook, I've been reading everywhere. All of you bringing ideas, how you are going to raise 6 billion for him, this and that. Some are saying, how are you going to sell him in the north? But some of you don't know that Nigeria is not for you. And it is generational. A code that is unwritten. If you get this one, then you get it. But if you don't get this one, my dear mom and daddy, brothers and sisters, brethren in the temple of truth, just forget about it. Why do you think one Nigeria is fraud, fake, and many of us who have discovered that want you to see the light? Don't waste your resources, don't waste your time, don't waste your life defending something that is programmed never to be together. Watch this.
I've noticed, Premier, while I've been here, is that Northerners seem to have, I might almost call it, obsession about the Igbos. Could you perhaps explain that to me?
Well, the Igbos are more or less the type of people whose desire is mainly to dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to monopolize everything in that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year they will try to emerge as headman of that camp, and so on. Well, in the past, our people were not alive to their responsibilities, because you can see from our Northernization policy that in 1952, when I came here, there weren't 10 Northerners in our civil service here. Then I tried to have it Northernized, and now all important posts are being held by Northerners.
Is this policy of filling all key posts in the North solely with Northerners and not with other Nigerians a temporary or a permanent one?
In actual fact, what it is a Northerner first. If you can't get a Northerner, then we take an expatriate like yourself on contract. If we can't, then we can employ another Nigerian, but on contract too. This is going to be permanent, I should say, as far as I can foresee, because it will be rather dangerous to see the number of boys who are now turning from all our learning institutions, coming out with having no work to do. I'm sure whichever government of the day might be, it will feel rather embarrassed, and it might even lead to bloodshed.
Doesn't this damage the idea, sir, of all people in all regions in Nigeria being fellow citizens of one country?
Well, it might, but you are, I mean, new to our region, but how many northerners are employed in the east or in the west? The answer is no. And if there are, there may be 10 laborers employed only in the two regions.
That is your, what do you call it? That is your history in a nutshell. So whatever anybody now comes to rap with you or rap, to you, trying to make a feel-good story, an amazing, beautiful, united Nigeria. No. That is not what your founders agreed to. So if you want to know that, number one, the amalgamation of forcing us together as a country was a failure just few days into independence, it's enough for you to know that keeping us together under the falsehood of one Nigeria is not in our interest. We are just lying to ourselves. So the rumor we are now getting is that, do you get that? How can you systemically program some people or some nationalities in Nigeria as second class, and then you want to call that a one united country? Do you know how many northern politicians who have repeated the same rhetoric of this their leader? Do you know how many politicians who actually have repeated that? Do you all know that the man who later started the Zala movement, that later led to the founding of Boko Haram, the terrorism that you are fighting in Nigeria today? Do you know that the man who made him famous, I'm talking about the father of Sheikh Gumi, Abubakar Gumi, the father of the current Gumi, in 1957, as far back as 1957, is the scholar to this guy, the Islamic scholar that was recruited by this guy, the premier of a northern region. And the result of all of that, the idea of one northern Nigeria, which has now become the idea of a one Nigeria, which means that the North first. And anything against that is bloodshed, bloodbath. All of this were put together for decades, and they are haunting us today. So how come you are so engrossed in your ignorance, beating your chest, talking about a great country, Nigeria, and the people that are supposed to be the great people, one united country? How deluded are you? And how long do you want to keep your delusion? I'm just asking, because these are questions. They are not an abuse. It is a complete delusion and delusion for deluded mind to strongly, passionately preach about one Nigeria that you all know doesn't exist. What you have is many Nigerias. And many Nigerias means that you have boundaries. And until these boundaries are respected, there shall be no peace and anything or tranquility anywhere. You can't have peace where there is injustice. You can only have peace where you have equity, fairness, and justice. So in Nigeria, an Igbo man will have to do extra. Maybe Peter Obi will break the jinx, as some of you are hoping. But because some of us have seen worse, and from their rumor, they are now saying that what can you do when those who actually hold the control of the delegates that will choose who become your candidate here and there are the money bags that all of you don't even know. And to them, it's Peter Obi is not sellable in the North. And to you, that is a myth. It is impossible, because you continue to tell yourself Nigeria is not what it seems to be like. Nigeria can be great and be better in your dream. That was what they told you in 2014, 2015. That you passionately, religiously promoted a repentant dictator. Now look at your life. Look at you now. So you may be thinking that PDP is your savior. When they pull out their card, what is your own alternative? That is where I'm also going on that. Do you have your own plan B? For us, especially on Mayegun's Diary Politico, we have our own plan A, plan B, plan C, and the plans are the same. Break up Nigeria and save lives. Do you get that? Break it up and save lives. Even those who are ganging up to, what do you call it? To criminalize self-determination. One thing they will only be able to achieve is the temporary succor that their allies have managed to secure for them. Break it up to save lives. Before Nigeria happened to you, think about those who are not here anymore to even change their minds because they are dead. The level of happening that happened to them is the type that they will never live to tell the story. And sometimes before they beat you to it, you can beat them to it. We know it's going to end in tears. And as much as some of you are using your energy before they break your hearts, remember one thing: the system allows it. The system will continue to allow it. And you will continue to be the pawn on their chess table. Felicia, Bernard, thank you for your super chat. I've got generous people on my platform tonight. It's like, yeah, that's great. So thank you. I appreciate that. Same with just every one of you who have dropped your offerings. You know, your offering is to like the video, then share it, and then, you know, kind of subscribe as well. If you haven't, check your notifications and make sure that nothing is missing. Right? So they may want to criminalize it, but I remember one thing. This wasn't long ago when Nnamdi Kanu, the man they said you should demonize, the man they had because of the request for the referendum to discuss the marginalization and the outing of the Biafrans from Nigeria. They set up the Eastern Nigeria on fire. They came out to confess that the killings and the all problems in Eastern Nigeria are caused by politicians. But many of you continue to believe what their media says, which is blame IPOB. Well, most of the time I've seen this man, but part of those things I always remember is the fact that in every of his belief and standing, he just wants the justice for everyone that deserves justice, especially in a contraption called Nigeria. How many of you remember this video? As much as they will make you think that Nnamdi Kanu is the enemy of the North, and the politicians who are committing, heinous crimes against humanity in Eastern Nigeria right now, hanging it on his neck, especially those of you from Northern Nigeria, we choose to be free. We choose the freedom of a nation that was forced together, freedom of nations that were forced together to be part of one fraudulent arrangement that doesn't represent anybody but the gatekeepers. They might want you to continue to see it as a crime, asking for this. But Nnamdi Kanu, this guy, he will fight for you, even if you are not even a Biafran.
Come, allow him to come. These people, their children are in DSS custody. They've been there for about 5 years. For 5 years without trial. That's what they do in this country. Very terrible. Over 2,000 people locked down there without trial. And this is not justice in any way, shape, or form. As Mary Wollstonecraft said, what makes you human is ability to reason. Here, people don't reason. That's why they're detained. Their children have been there for a very long time. Usman Abubakar is in detention. Mukhtar Omar is in detention. At DSS, they don't want to bring them to court. The families are here. Ibrahim Yahya is there as well. I was with them. Musa Kalamo is also there. Belief is also there. Says Bachimesi and the rest of them.
That's the Nnamdi Kanu that they won't let you probably remember. There's another part, because all this report we are hearing about his condition and his treatment and all of that, by criminals who are still, they are going to suffer more than what they are doing to him right now. You know why theirs is going to be so terrible is that they probably are not seeing themselves or seeing that happening to them yet. Or they have no idea of that world they have built, and they will live in it as well. The Nnamdi Kanu they want you to demonize is this Nnamdi Kanu that I know. When they want you to see him as evil, this is actually what I see all the time.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children, and men for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy. We are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government through the High Commissioner that what is happening in the country is unacceptable, and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent disintegration of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mileage in where they're going. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace. We are asking for people to get together. We are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the Council Committee for peace. But one thing we cannot stomach is a repeat of 1966. What is happening today in Nigeria was the reason why Nigeria fought a bitter civil war for 3 years between 1967 and 1970. If this continues, there will be another civil war in Nigeria. And this time around, no place will be safe in Nigeria. This time around, nobody will be safe in Nigeria. So it is imperative that everybody who has the interest of the country at heart acts now and immediately to stop this nonsense from continuing.
That's Nnamdi Kanu that I remember. You probably remember the Nnamdi Kanu they wanted to remember, and therefore, now that you've not heard from him for so long, you can easily just agree that the violence that they said he promised is now happening in eastern Nigeria, even when they are holding on to him and hiding him away from the court, running away from their own court. You get what I mean now? It is a matter of time. The countdown is coming. One last thing I was told is that Mayegun, you know, everything is on the table. They wanted to start the civil war in Nigeria, pave way for military takeover. And look at the whole thing going on. PDP have 17 presidential aspirants. APC currently have over 30 presidential aspirants, and they are the party in government, Abi. Now, last, the whole thing goes on to them killing themselves. And then before you know it, more person where they here go contest election, Abi, they will bring in their military. Again, I'm saying it to you, Yomo Yoruba. All of these political gimmicks and the rest, it's not going to end well. Take it from me. Politicians will think they are smart and they will want to use the people. And when they lose out, especially Tinubu and gang, part of people like us will make them, they will make it more difficult, if not impossible, to have that easy ride of using our people as their own human shield for the greed, political greed that they drag themselves into and drag the entire region into. Now, when the consequences come, they want you to stand for them. We will help them neutralize that. They will stand and eat their breakfast alone. Do you understand me now? It's about to happen. It's about to go down. When it begins to go down here and there, then they will pave way for their military. If their military do fellow Nigerians, I hope you are prepared though. I hope you are prepared though. Because Yoruba will not be part of that from that moment. A new, strong, and then confrontational movement will start. Because Yoruba will not be subjected under the rulership of any of these Hausa Fulani rogue with guns. So the way they are going to pave the road, the confusion they are bringing, I am calling on you never to be sucked into them. None of them is for your interest. None. When they begin to tear themselves apart, when they begin to hit themselves like dog eat dog, don't identify with them. Don't say Yorubas. They are attacking Yoruba. Oh, they are attacking Igbo. They are doing this and that. If you get sucked in, when the whole thing comes crashing, you may be part of the victims of those who have that high expectation. I'm saying that to you now because the next 3 weeks is going to change a lot. Their desperation is getting to the next level. And it will get to a point whereby they will have to self-destruct, suffocate themselves, and they will want you. Ah, my people, look at what they are doing to me. Who will be your people? Be you the Chris? When Tinubu and gang come back and start saying, Yoruba people will not accept this, you and who will be Yoruba people that will not accept what? And they have cheated Yoruba people with what they did to Tinubu. So you need to start separating all of that. Oh. That is the psychological preparation I'm giving to all of you. And I hope you'll be able to digest this. Because they are not going to happen like, boom, breaking news. No. They are going to happen systemically, progressively, until they are like, I say, when did that happen? They say, you know, they read news. From last week now, we don't know say everything don't blow. But you don't know say everything go blow since last year. Okay? But now that you know, don't also forget that they always have plan B. That thing you are doing, this advocacy we are talking about, these abnormalities that are going on in Yoruba land, this injustice called 1999 Constitution, this fraud called One Nigeria that we have been talking about all this while, that they have been telling people that we are only exaggerating or we are trying to cause problems, right? They are going to accept them. They are going to adopt them. They will start defending them. But they are using all of that to trick you. You are their plan B. Me, I'm not going to be plan B of anybody. When you see them, you have to know them. When they come around, because they are there already, you must pretty much identify them and you must be smart with it. There are those of us who genuinely see the scam, who genuinely see the fraud, and who genuinely see the consequences, damages that the forceful, fraudulent amalgamation of Nigeria has cost us more damages than any good. And we demand that this must change, this must stop. Those who have been politicizing it, those who have been monetizing it for years, they have used different political movements to use this same analogy, this same narrative. Yoruba deserve better. Yoruba want this. Yoruba want that. True federalism, the referendum, this and that. They've used all these analogies different times for decades, only for their own benefit. Now they have now reached their Waterloo. They have now gotten to a stage whereby they can't lie to me. They can't lie to you anymore. But they can still manipulate you and I to make you believe that they have changed. No, don't fall for it. Stay focused and you will never be derailed. The reason is because when they say that they support the Yoruba Nation, it's not because they support the breakup of Nigeria. They just want to force the hand of their political friends to take them serious again. Maybe you say you don't like Igbo. That's why I said that they may make a movement to get Oloye Sunday Igbo to return back to Nigeria in a glorious welcome. That some of you will be like, wow. It is all to force the hand of the rogues. But I'm saying this to you now to get ready. Those who mock you, all these obedient fools, sophisticated morons, their uncles and aunties abroad, the Mumumadus, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, the home-based Buharidins, Buhari Diderness, the Buhari Dinotus, the Buhari Dijatus, and the rest of them. They are going to suddenly feel like Yoruba Nation should come, but it's not because they want it. It is because that is their plan B. And we'll be there. That's why I'm going to, fold my boots, and I'm going to open my line. And then you can make your own contribution if you want for the next few minutes. But before we do that, as usual, make a review. And the line is right there on your screen. Use it. I have one or two updates to give to you on our fundraiser and what we have done there so far. But when I get back, I'll do that, okay? Pick up the phone and make the calls if you want to be part of this tonight. I will be back. I think I have my first
Yes,
Ahmed, my brother, how are you?
I greet you.
Good afternoon over there.
Yeah, Gida.
Yeah, day. Lafia Lao.
Lafia Ko. Lafia Kalau. Yeah, Lafia Kalau.
Yeah, Mata. Yeah, Aiki.
Lafia Lau Wallahi.
Lafia.
Barka de Salah. Barka de Salah.
Yeah, Barka de Salah as well. Alhamdulillah, Baba. So that's Ahmed. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, why go? I just listen. The thing just sweet me.
I mean now, as they sweet us, ego they pain them.
As they pain them.
Ego they sweet us.
I tell you,
as they pain them.
As they sweet us, ego they pain them. As they pain them, ego they sweet us.
Neda.
Yeah, Michael, you know this. I was seeing an headline. I haven't even gone into detail to read about it or whatsoever.
Right.
This weekend, I've seen it on headline that says he's supporting IPOB agitation, something like
yeah,
that.
I don't know what happened to your volume, Ahmed. Somehow it's disappearing. It's like going lower and lower.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear now, please.
Okay. So I said I was listening to. I saw an headline, but I haven't read about it. Where they said Wiki is supporting IPOB agitation on this.
Oh, he said that. I even have the clip. Do you want to listen?
Yeah, I want to listen.
Would you like to listen for a sec? Yeah, go on.
Yes.
So give me a sec. I'll see if I can put that up for us. It was with Sheun Okinbaloye, I believe. And then hang on, where is that again? I think it's possibly this.
Quickly, I'd like to ask you two questions. First and foremost, are the reactions that you're getting on the issue of IPOB and your stance on IPOB, are they threats to you?
Why would they be a threat to me? Let me tell you, it is because of the division in this country today. We have never had this kind of country being divided this way. And that's why I see all this kind of agitation. You know, what pains me is people take politics to think that, oh, I want to use opportunity to fight this person. I want to ask everybody. And the day I will play it, Nigerians will be shocked. There came a time, IPOB was singing praises about Wiki. This Nnamdi Kanu or whoever were singing praises about Wiki. Oyike is our son. Is this. Why? I said, look, federal government, there's nothing wrong in people agitating. All is important, listen to the agitations. What are they talking about? Sit down with them. Talk with them. Right? There's nothing wrong about that. My problem is that.
All right.
So, no, not only that. Now, all these people who are shouting now, they support IPOB. Ask me, any of the aspirants, with all due respect today, let them come and tell me who came out to say, IPOB, I'm with you. IPOB, what I do is right. IPOB, wherever you go, I am. And people now, see, that's what I don't like in Nigerian politics. Everybody, because we're in an election, you want to take advantage. I read what they were saying that Wike said, I don't need IPOB. I don't need Southeast. After all, I'm with the North. I'm with the Southwest. I'm with the Niger Delta. I will win an election. Who is the Southeast? You know, you read some of this, you just laugh. The point I'm making, whether anybody likes it or not, there is injustice in the country. There is division in the country. You need to see.
Yeah. Ahmed, are you still there? So that's where he said he was just blabbing. He didn't say anything much other than
I saw another video where he went to Yaradua's mother, Yaradua's mom.
Yaradua's mom. Yeah. I think somebody sent that to me as well. I had that earlier.
Yes. You see, all these things, me, I'm just like, and when you're talking Nigeria, like, with all these things that you are seeing, you will still sit down in your corner and you'll be typing rubbish from your comfort. Anyways, you don't even have comfort because living in Nigeria,
what is comfortable around there?
There's no comfort in living in that country. And you will just keep typing and you are seeing all this madness going on. All these strategies now, is it not this same mad human being that was going about killing the IPOB in Rivers State?
He's the one.
Now he's coming.
They'll all be nice now. They will tell you that IPOB is right now. The election is here, Baba. You know they see.
IPOB is right now. But you know the thing is, now that they are saying it, they dull animals that living in that country. They are calling themselves, oh, we are supporting this or PDP supporters or APC. They will never ever use their brain. I don't know. Say is supposed to be points to your command muja. They say, okay, so Bobo don't agitate. So what he was doing was right. They will never think that way. Instead, come and attack UK. What he's saying is right too, but you know, but all of them will not use that. They come because the point
at least see through and say, so they are lying to us all this way. Everything they tell us about these people. Now they are coming to change the story now. How do you want us to believe that you didn't kill all of these people through all the lies you told us and then run away from them, you know?
That is the case.
Right.
That is it. And I am telling people, This is the time, like you always said, everybody should watch out. Everybody, you are supporting to go as a Yoruba Nation supporter, as an IPOB supporter, this is the time you need to start watching. Very close.
Yes.
You need to start watching because they will come closer with different kind of things that you will feel that, oh, they are with us.
Yes.
At first, they were not with you.
You just
but
need
at the end,
to strike something.
They don't say they don't get anything. They will begin enter. They will begin put their own plan B together. Enter people. They need to wake up. We'll make them understand. And kumaku Hausawa namu da kuke wani haukanku na rashin hankali. Akwai ga wani video nan da aka yi play na Ahmadu Bello wanda yake magana cewar Northerners first. After Northerners ne, there is no any other person. Sai an ga babu Northerners tukunna za a iya kawo wani daga waje a bashi. Ba wai Inyamuri ba, ba Bayarabe ba, ba wani yare ba. A'a, in ba Bahaushe ba, to sai dai a kawo wani kaman Bature, a zo a kawo shi a bashi wani ayyuka wanda ya kamata yanda kuke claiming cewar one Nigeria suke gaya muku one Nigeria. Inda za ku gane cewar tun da daɗewa Nigeria ba ɗaya ba ne. So idan ana gaya muku Nigeria one, kuma kuna zama kuna ta tunanin cewar ai Najeriya ƙasarmu ne, amma cewai okay one ɗin ne. Mutanen nan tun lokacin da suke ta abubuwansu from onset har zuwa yanzu a ce ma as Northerners yanda suka rike country ɗin wanda most of the leaders da suka fito a Nigeria most of them su fito daga North. Ya kamata ku gani cewar okay menene achievement ɗinmu mu as the people inda muke a North. Menene achievement ɗinmu? Babu wani achievement in ba individual da suka zamana they became rich through that Nigeria ba. Meanwhile sun zamana ku an maida ku ƴaƴanku babu makaranta, babu ruwa, babu wuta, komai babu. Yara sun koma almajiranci. Almajiranci a arewa ta ƙari, komai talauci a arewa ta ƙari. Yanzu wa'inda suke kiran Yoruba Nation, wa'inda suke kiran Biafra, wayau suke da shi sun ga cewar idan ba su yi sauri sun yi voice out ba, zai yi affecting din. Yasa suke kokari by all means stop that from coming to them. Tunda an riga an zamana an maida ku, you are vulnerable to all this madness. Ku kun zamana sai hankali kuma in kuka duba oil well, rijiyar mai da ake da shi a Najeriya za ku ga mostly wa'inda suke arewa 'yan north su suke da wa'innan rijiyoyin man, amma za ku ga cewar 'ya'yansu da familin su ke benefiting, ku kuma kun zamana almajiranci kawai, yara almajirai.
Tell them, Ahmed.
Gashi kuma 'yan security ya zo ya mamaye ko'ina. A sace ku a zo ana neman ransom. In an sace ku a zo ana neman ku biya kuɗin da kai in ka samu wannan kuɗin you will do business. Sai ka je kana zuwa kana haɗa kuɗi, you want to take it to one terrorist. Akwai hankali a cikin abin nan inda za ku zauna ku yi tunani cewar wannan mutanen da ya for us. Fita ka je ka yi zaɓe ka ce ma election ɗin nan no, it's not for you. In ka fita ka je ka yi election, Malam Nura Khalid ya fito ya yi magana. Me kuke so? Wasu sun fito maganan cewar munafiki ne kaza. Wani irin munafinci yayi dan ya ce don't secure us, we will not vote. Menene a ciki? Gaskiya ne ya faɗa, wanda malaman ga su nan da yawa ire-iren su gumi suna fitowa suna zuwa sun san inda terrorist suke zama.
Very sad.
Sun san inda terrorist suke zama, amma ku ba kwa ganin illan cewar gashi ya san inda terrorist suke zama. Menene ya sa duka fighter jets ɗin da aka kawo ba za a je a yi bombarding ɗinsu ba? Don menene ba za a je a yi wannan ba? Amma kuma fighter jets ana ce muku ai idan aka yi bombarding din terrorist da fighter jet zai yi affecting wanda aka yi kidnapping, akwai victims a wurin, so ba za a yi amfani da shi ba. Amma kuma ta iya ɗaukan fighter jet a je Imo, a je Abia, a je Enugu, a je Anambra, a je a ce ana neman IPOB.
Everywhere, Ahmed, let me tell them the meaning so that we can wrap it up. Everywhere. You know that part where I like most is the Akoyi Ankali. Akoyi Babu. Ba Ankali. Let me tell them.
You cannot reason. I don't know. When you're in Tinani Kuki, when you're in Kokolwa, when you're in brain Kuki, the about Allah. The Bapagani Island, the Metanin and Siki. Kumaza Kugasina, the agent Alaiji Konku. When there's those in a propagation, Nuna Muskuchi, I want a candidate thing. Ayabia couldn't asibuti, Yaikaza, Saboda Kashizamu Zapa Senator, Kushizamu Zapa outside because Yai helping 1 year asibuti, something that is supposed to be normal. I didn't when there's a free health care, free komai. Amma an made a shikaman is just a opportunity, golden opportunity. Because someone and dama. Wallahi Arewa ku yi tunani. Election and Nigeria fraud ni. Kuma election din nan it will further it will further when the person ka fi shiga matsala fa mostly Arewa ne not for kowa shiga cikin trouble fa. But you don't know. Amma kuma ku kuke taya su supporting madness din. Saboda me? You people need to listen. Ya kamata hankali ya dawo jikin. Wallahi hankali ya dawo jikin. My ego is not much.
Okay.
I'm just trying to tell them.
Okay.
Yeah. Just trying to tell them. They watched the video of Ahmadu Bello, what he said. Let them go and reason. They said not first. Everything not first. Yes. Before they give any Nigerian any opportunity, they will give someone from outside who is not in Nigeria. Okay, now, but they are telling you one Nigeria. How is that one Nigeria? How is it possible to be one Nigeria when you cannot give someone who is said to be a Nigerian an opportunity because he's not an Hausa? You're not giving an opportunity. Then you now give someone from outside. If there's no someone for outside, that's when you now consider that person.
That people from Nigeria.
Go and sit down, reason that aside. Now they are telling you go and do election. Can't you see through all the wealth that they have been building? If you see that most of the people that has that wealth, oil this, waiting, most of them, 80% or 70% of them, they are northerners. Now ask yourself as a northerner, what have they built for you people? Instead, they built them own self and their family.
That's right.
You guys are just open. Now terrorists are kidnapping you.
I heard that part. You are paying ransom. They
don't care about all your kids are onto Almajiri. You see a child of Almajiri. But you say, go and pray to God, That's what they keep telling you. All the Malams that are there that kept reciting Al-Qunut when this useless Jonathan was there, when they were reciting Al-Qunut. Today, one of them, Pantami, is there. He's a minister. He's not saying anything.
No.
And you guys are set like you are mad and you are still supporting this madness. For goodness sake, how are you guys thinking?
Is that the Ankali part? Brain.
Ankali, yes. Ba Ankali.
Or Akoyi Ankali. Which one is Akoyi Ankali?
That means I'm saying, do you guys even have brain at all? Then I would say, Ba Ankali. Don't have sense.
No brain.
It's just like asking a question, do you have sense? Then I'll give it a reply like, Ba Ankali. You guys don't have sense. Yeah, Ahmed, you guys don't have sense.
Thank you so much for chipping in again tonight. Okay, it's interesting talking to you as always, right, Baba? Let me take another ones again, right? That was an interesting one. It's Ahmed, and there is never a dull moment with him, especially the way he always wants to help us address our northern friends who always watch this program as well. Hello there.
Yeah, man, good on my brother.
My brothers, good evening. How are you?
I didn't find out your brother they call. I just want to know how prepared your people are, because it's now very clear that Nigerian government are sponsoring terrorists. They released a memo to advise their military guys that part of the military people are compromised with the Boko Haram. So they forgot we knew when they were recruiting them in the military. the evidences are there.
Yeah.
And also, they came up with the guy they caught. They killed him so that he will not leak the information.
I mean, you read that story too. A soldier that they arrested that he was an informant to the Boko Haram, and then they were transporting him from a place to another, and they said somebody with then tie his hand, tie his leg. They say he tried to overpower the people taking him, so they shot him.
He took AK-47 that is not
He took gun from one of them, and that's why they killed him. So no more story.
If person snatch AK-47. Not be the people where they with a way you go kill, and himself where you go kill. They're thinking are stupid. Understand?
And they said the guy come out the gun and he actually killed himself. Oh, that's true. They said he committed murder. That's what they said. They didn't kill him. He collected gun and he shot himself. Mm-hmm.
That one now, why you did that?
Of course now. Of course now.
We are not kids, okay? Okay, now in Abuja, Fulani men are closing into the assholerock. What does that tell you? That tell you Afghan style is what is playing on in Nigeria.
Afghanistan.
My question is now, how prepared are your people? Because we Biafran people, we say no election, and there will not be any election in our Biafran land. My question is now, how prepared, are your people to handle this thing? Because if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. No two ways about it.
Okay.
We will not allow them for any election in Biafran land. So, how is your people preparing for this? Because everything is going to split over. Understand? Your people need to get up to defend themselves. Now it's very obvious that the military are Boko Haram. Because no route of engagement, even if the UK you are, no military personnel in UK will never go to communities and bother the communities and kill up everybody that is here. It doesn't happen. So it's very clear that this Boko Haram, they recruited that are doing this thing. Because this is the same style of Boko Haram. That's exactly what the Nigerian military are doing now. We sure that they are all Boko Haram members right now. So make sure your people, as you're educating them, understand, educate them to eat. We are now eating with Satan. Let them eat.
They're actually listening too.
Yeah, let them know how to, defend themselves. Because it's going to happen.
Thank you, Mazi. Yeah, thank you, Mazi. You know why I'm laughing? Right? You are not going to expect me to start telling you that Yoruba's going to be this, Yoruba's going to be that. But again, all of us heard you, okay? We will defend ourselves. Thank you so much, Mazi. Let me take another one there. Now, let's all be practical, okay? I have told you many times on Mayegun's Diary Politico, I don't incite people. I won't come here and tell you there is not going to be any election in Yoruba land. I'm not that kind of a person. Those who are going to boycott election are going to do that on their own. And I'm not going to come here and start bragging an empty brag. Yorubas, we need to do this. Well, that's absolute rubbish to me. I don't talk like that. Again, you won't expect me as well to come on social media and start telling you, we have this, we have that, we'll do this, we'll do that. For those who do that, congratulations to you. We can see how prepared you are, okay? No election in Biafra land, we can see how prepared you are. I am not in that position to tell Yorubas, no election. And at the same time, I am also not in the position to start telling you how prepared are the Yorubas defending ourselves. Not how we're going to defend ourselves. How are we defending ourselves now? In a little way, they are not conversation for this platform and not for the public like this. Hello there.
It's my educator freak.
Oh, educator freak. You made it up tonight, sir. How are you?
Yes, I've been trying for this good tonight.
I can imagine. It's good to have you anyway. How are you, sir?
I'm all right, sir. Now,
live,
quick one.
Everybody can hear you.
Okay. All right. Now, the quick thing here, I think we have too many people contest, or let's say, coming out for presidency now. So in my head, I think they are paying these people to distract us. Because it becomes like a drama. Now, everybody, all the governors, even some pastors are now coming. Is it Bakari coming up now?
It's going to come out soon.
Yes. So I think these people, in power are already paying some people just to bring them out to cause confusion. Like I said the last time, they just want to divide the Yorubas. Because by the time people are now saying, oh, I want to support this person, I want to support this person, I want to support this person, they will divide everybody, and the Northerners will only focus on that one person they want to focus on. That's me. Now, I haven't said that. Like we said the other day, we still need to promote our Yoruba nation strongly. We need to promote it.
That's right.
We need to promote it. And while we are still promoting it, we still need to educate our people. That even if there will be an election in 2023, every one of them should come together and find one young person to represent us.
In that same system. You see, when people say people should come together, people should work this out, I feel like most of us always kind of either intentionally or out of maybe not mentioning information at our disposal, we tend to ignore the structure that is going to conduct the election. People tend to ignore that, believing that every of all those variables, can be surmounted once people come together. It doesn't work that way. You know what I mean now?
I know it doesn't. I know it doesn't work.
Okay.
I believe you.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it doesn't work. Just exactly what you said.
If you look at the structure of their election, I mean now, right? Take a look at this delegate issue. We know they are going to buy all their delegates. Okay. It doesn't matter how much you complain. Those who are going to even choose the roles, right? They live in the same Nigeria, and they will still choose them, right? And the system will let that flow. Do you know that they are not promoting independent candidates right now? Do you know that is part of the Electoral Act they passed? Why is everybody talking about party? How come there is no promotion for independent candidates? Because you can't move anywhere. So until that structure that we prove that vote, one man, one vote will count for real, that structure can then produce responsible leaders. As many people say, come together and do this. You can't come together and do something good from a structure that is so faulty. That's the point. It's not about coming together.
But yes, I agree with you. I agree with you. But one thing I want to drop now is that if you see the other party saying they should bring 100 million, they know that if they allow the young people to come together and set up one political party, it's going to be bloody. So now what they are doing is to make it very expensive for the young people to be able to contest in this election, or any young party to be able to join the race. So it's all game, like you said. The structure is already there, destroying the whole plan. And that's why I said, all these people, I believe that some people are paying some people just to come out.
It is.
I just want to believe it. That they are paying some people just to say, I am contesting for presidency. Because if you look these people coming out for presidency, some of them cannot even have 10 votes. They can't. So it's just like a distraction. I still believe that thing. It's a waste of time. What you said is correct, but this is just like a distraction for the Northerners to still hold on power.
And now the South is now threatening. Yeah, the South is now threatening that if that power doesn't come to the South and it should remain in the North, right, they were going to agree with agitators that demanded that Nigeria should break up. That means the injustice is real then. So they would then agree and say we should just break up. That's the point where they are pushing us to now. If we don't get it, the South is going to break away. Is that not what the position everybody has been saying? Until they will get South.
Now they will push us. They will push us to what they are scared of. That's where it's going now. They will push us to where we are already agitating we want to be.
Yes.
Because if the Northerners eventually hold on to power, I will bet you the Nigerian will break.
It will be a matter of time. That's right.
The Nigerian will break. I'm telling you. So what you're saying is clearly on point. Mayego, let me just allow people to come in.
Thanks,
I just want to say a big thank you again. Thank you for what you're doing.
Thanks.
Continue doing it. We are warming up for the our new baby arrival.
Oh, yeah, one day, Leila.
We are warming up seriously, big time.
I'm actually waiting for the big announcement as well, because we're going to have a party in Glasgow next month in June, and
I'll be there
to give the announcement this month.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Thanks.
So God continue to protect you and bless you.
Amen.
And keep doing what you're doing.
I will, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very
much. One love.
And you too. Thanks so
All
much,
right.
Yeah. So there we go. Hello there.
Hey, Biggie, brother.
Oh yeah. There you are. You are here now. So it's so kind of loud in the background as well. You want to check, sir?
Yeah, it's okay, man. Happiness. I salute all the house members.
Nice one.
All the houses, all the newcomers, all the oldies that have been called, have been like, listening to everything. Everything. When you are taking it, God, thank you. Well done.
Thanks.
Brother.
Bye-bye.
It looks like brother, let me give you, I will hit you some.
You need to leave that place. I don't know what is wrong with your line. Maybe you should just remove it from the speaker and try it off speaker and see if it's good.
Maybe now, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, and it's no longer making that.
Okay. Why I see that is happening now is the code that I want to download you. Brother, do you remember Lafia, the man who predicted that there will be civil war in 2022?
My Lafia, late. My Lafia.
Yeah, my Lafia, yes, late my Lafia. The guy said they want to fight a civil war.
He did. Are you still there? That line is really, really terrible, I have to say. So please try again and we can continue our conversation. So I have another caller as well. Hello there. 1 second though. Yes, sir.
This is Mr. Obase.
Mr. Obase, did you say?
No. Oh, yes, from Ireland. How's everything?
I am very fine. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, my brother. I have a tough one today. I have a lot of things to talk about.
Do you want to get to it right away, sir? Get down to it, sir.
Okay. The most important thing, I want everybody, every southeast, southwest to get yourself ready. This is very important. You see, Yoruba Nation we have been looking for is already here.
That's right.
The Biafra Nation that we have been looking for is already here.
That's right.
Middle Belt that we've been looking for is already here. You know why?
Why?
Because there will be a day very soon. We want everybody to take this announcement when immediately it comes out. We want everybody to go to nearest drum. With that drum, we will put coal. We will light it on fire. Everybody will line up and burn their voters card and burn their membership card. We are urging now. And after that, the next information, if everybody follow it up, will be in our nation. I'm telling you the truth. Because it's getting too much. You see the game they are about to play. We want them to play it. We are counting days. Immediately we come to that point. We are going to tell everybody to go and burn your voter's card, to go and burn your membership card. Every membership or every party cancelled. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
Everything cancelled. But the most important thing there, I will beg my Yoruba people, wherever you are in Yoruba land, anything you can get, lay your hand on to protect you and your family, go and get it.
That's right.
Because we are going to tell the North to leave our land, to go back to their land. We are going to tell them, we don't need any presidency. We don't want any presidency. Because after all, if anybody go there to be a president, they will make life hell for that person. Do you understand? Because every position in Nigeria is held by the Northerner. You understand? So therefore, we are going to put a date. And immediately we put a date. You may be here, I will be saying it. Everybody line up in every local government, in every area of Nigeria. Go and burn your voter's card and go and burn your mobile membership card. No more party, no more election.
No more all this nonsense.
That will be the end. And that will be the end. And when that happens, we are asking the North to leave our midst because we want to prepare our home. We want to prepare our home because they are there to kill and destroy and steal. They have already done it. They have already done enough because we cannot take this anymore. We cannot take this. There is nowhere in the world that this can happen and everybody will be swallowing it. Imagine what would they not pay anybody for his brother or sister they have killed? Fulani, what would they pay? What would they pay? You cannot pay me for my own brother's life you take. You cannot pay me for my own sister's life you take. You cannot pay me for my own. Imagine, just look at this way. Imagine if election take place. What about all the villages they are attacked? And all these people that used to vote, all their name, what would they do? They will not replace it with Fulani to go and come out, and they will not present that area as a vote area. Is it not?
If you ask me, sir, now who I go ask?
Who is who? Imagine, just look at it. Just look at all the people in IDP camp. Those people are not going to vote anymore. But they used to be a registered people who have voters card. That means their name is already registered. That means they will go and bring Fulani from the north, from Niger, to come and start as those names. Imagine that. That means they are going to present those slaves, those areas, as a number that so votes came out from that area. Just you look at it. You look at it.
I'm doing it with you right now. As you are talking, I'm imagining. I'm just like, Omo.
Just look Santa Kaduna. Just look all the villages they have killed people. Just look, these people they used to be, they used to vote and they used to participate in the politics. Okay, now they have driven them. They have killed the one they killed. That means those names, they are going to replace it with Fulani. Imagine that. To come and say they vote for one Fulani man. Imagine if Tinubu come out tomorrow, who will you think he will be his vice president? Fulani. How many years does Tinubu have? You see, how many years does Tinubu have to live in this one? Do you think he will have another 8 years?
But Esa,
Fulani will have their agenda.
Go on.
If Igbo man come out, who do you think he will be his vice president? Do you think he will be Yoruba? No, it will be Fulani.
Of course.
A Fulani disguised as an outside man, but at the end, he's a Fulani man. Look, we are tired of this. I'm just saying that day will come when I will raise my voice. When I raise my voice, I want every brother, every sister to start, line up and burn your voter's card and membership card. We have enough.
Amen.
We have enough to leave our side. Let them send our people from their side back to us. Let them send them back to us. But one thing, they should not touch hair on their head. Why? because if they want relationship to continue as a friend, when we after departed. Because if they touch any hair from their head, oh, Fulani will wish they never exist. Because we will run them down, we will run them to the last border. While the outside will take the rest. The outside will take the rest because the outside have been sunlight. They have lost their dignity. They have lost everything about them. The only thing that remains with them is language. They are still killing them. They are still murdering them. I tell you, Fulani, enough is enough. We have way to you. This election will not hold. We are just letting Tinubu to spend his money. Yes. Peter Obi to spend his money. All of them spend money. Anything. Our people, I'm telling you now, just enjoy yourself. Keep enjoying yourself. Enjoy those money they gave to you. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. There won't be any election. Remember, when I raise this voice, when I raise it again, everybody stands still and burn your voter's card and deny your membership. And that will be the head of every party in Nigeria. Let them spend their money. Let them spend it. We would because after all, it's for us. They took it, they stole it from us. Let our people enjoy it. Let them just be enjoying it. Let them be spending it. Because there's not going to be any election. It's gone and gone. No trust for anybody. That is it, my brother. I'm very sorry for raising my voice.
Oh, if you didn't do that, maybe we won't feel the passion in it.
I don't feel Holland. Yes. The way they do me, I don't feel Holland.
Thank you,
if
sir.
they pay me for body, they pay me. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you,
take care, man. Take care, man. God bless.
And
you and your family.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Obase. I like passion, though. And that's one of them that is on record. Oh, hello, ma.
Good evening, Marigo.
Good evening to you.
How are you?
Ekale.
I'm fine. Ekale Kukule. The last caller was very passionate.
And I love the passion. Yeah, it let everything out.
Let it out. People will burn their voters card. No,
Abi Joko everybody yeah, you know.
But I show you for a ride, yeah. I'm just going to pick this thing. I'll pick it bit by bit and make it a bit faster. I just said it's got 100 billion
to spend
for only delegates. Yeah, to spend for delegates. Just for delegates.
Oh, more. Let me look my last two.
And the delegates are about 7,000 plus.
1,526 from Southwest alone.
Yes, about 7,000 plus. So 7,000 plus. Toba fun only 100 million naira each. Oh, you money change.
Kabisi alone.
So Mayegu, any eyolo wa lórí platform tajo wa lórí èyí ta tin ni ṣe wo to woro yi. I want one person that will just come out and tell me if they give him 100 million, if it's given, he or she's given 100 million, they won't betray whoever it is. It is all about oppression and control in Nigeria now. In fact, all over the world. It is about oppressing yourselves and control. It is what it is, Baba.
Absolutely.
So if he's given 100, you can imagine when Daniel, in fact, during Bengata Daniel's period, he only gave them 150,000. And he told the delegates, only got that pussy koja. Ozo besi no pussy mayego. Mama. Daniel, No,
princess. What you lost in the Buruji Kashan, Nijabu Igbori. Tí wọ́n jẹ́ pọ́n sọ pé máa fún wa ní 150,000. Oye insane. From my own word, ní láti odò gbólú, láti kó wa sí mọ́tò, ó jíjẹ gbogbo. Lẹ́nu pé ẹnu mi náà ni wóró mi yìí o. You can talk, ló gbé mi débẹ̀. Nígbà tá a débẹ̀ tán lọ sọ pé a máa búra ní o. Láwọn èèyàn bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bọ́ṣọ̀ wọn, wọ́n náà fẹ́ 50,000. Èmi dẹ̀ ti wò pé gbogbo nǹkan tó kó sílẹ̀ yìí àwọn nǹkan alágẹmọ tó yẹ pé ọmọ alágẹmọ lèmi fúnra mi. Àwọn òrìṣà gẹmọ ò kì í jáde nǹkan lọ́dún ló ń jáde tàbádẹ́ ń lọ́mọ sàn ni kò sẹ́ni tó gbé òrìṣà gẹmọ jáde lẹ́ni wúyà. Wọ́n nílé Burújí ẹni láti rí àwọn òrìṣà yìí àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ ń ṣépè fúnra wọn àwọn èèyàn ń ṣépè tó ń mú mi ìbọn báyìí tó ń sùn sínú pósí tó ń sọ pé owó táwọn fẹ́ gbà yìí o àìsàn ni káwọn fi wò táwọn bá betray Burújí. I was there mo witness a life ni ṣé gbogbo pé wọ́n sùn pósí Burújí Gbénga yẹn mo rí face to face báyìí ni mo wà ń bẹ̀ ni. Àwọn kan ní lọ́kì ni wọ́n nára mi ò mọ́ wọ́n jẹ́ ń búra ó dẹ̀ dùn mí gan ọmọ tó yẹ dùn mí ní pé mi ò ní rí 50,000 gbà bọ́ Ọlọ́run bó ṣe ń ṣe nǹkan ẹ̀ wọ́n jẹ́ ń búra right bàbá ìgbà tó máa di àwọn tó búra kọ́ bọ̀ wọ́n fún wọn kò búra yẹn lásán ni èmi ni mo tún console wọn pé ṣe mistake because òun ló betray ìbúra yín bọ̀ ẹ ti sunú kó sẹ́tí mọ́ mi bọ̀.
Burújí nìyẹn lọ́wọ́ Burújí tó lè talẹ̀ òòṣà.
150,000.
Burújí tó lè. Bàbá Burújí lè talẹ̀ òòṣà Burújí á lóun fẹ́ talẹ̀ fáwọn èèyàn báyìí á kó fake document á kó everything wọ́n á dẹ̀ sanwó fún over 2 billion ló gbà lọ́wọ́ èèyàn kan tí mo mọ̀ tọ́lẹ̀ sanwó fún tí Burújí ò dẹ̀ kówé lẹ̀ ó tún sọ fún onítọ̀wé yẹn pé tó bá tún tẹ̀lé òun máa padà pa ni. Èèyàn yẹn ṣì wà láyé Burújí ti kúkú bí ikú ajá báyìí.
Máa pa ẹ́ dànù ni o. Tani bàbá ẹ̀.
Burújí ti kúkú ajá báyìí èèyàn yẹn ṣì wà láyé. So inú ìlú tá wà in a country, yeah? You can imagine the people that got kidnapped from the train. Nobody is talking about them. Wike that declared that he's not an Igbo man. What is he doing with Biafra? Wike is meant to be with these people, his colleague in Lagos. I was set our MC Omo. Why should Wike be in Rivers governor's house? Why should he be Rivers governor?
Because Nigeria can make that happen.
Because Port Harcourt people wanted to punish Amechi for supporting Buhari.
At the time,
Wike was not even meant to smell that. That's it. So people that were kidnapped are still there.
In captivity.
Mayegun want to be more sibe.
Alone.
You don't get to choose your parents. You don't get to choose where you're born.
No, you don't.
Ọmọ yẹn lajú sáyé báyìí, ó lajú sínú àgbákò ni. Ọwọ́ àwọn ajínigbé ọwọ́ ìyà ló dé sí.
Ó ṣì wà lọ́wọ́ wọn báyìí.
Ó ṣì wà lọ́wọ́ wọn. Tá bá máa róṣù 2 sí 3 olórí burúkú Fúlàní á jàbálẹ̀ ọmọ òkókó kò sí ohun tó fi ń ṣe wọ́n. Àwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀ ń sìn, we don't know what they are going through. And it is a normal thing, you know, in a sane society, yeah? You will see people that will want to play hero and rescue those people. But nobody is talking about it.
The Boko Haram
you should know now that.
Yeah, Boko Haram said that they needed 500 million to release them. 5 aspirants of APC can pay for that, Abi, and get them released.
500 million. Only Tinubu can pay for it. Tinubu to fẹ́ fún delegate ni ó ti yẹ mark 800 billion fún wọn sẹ́. You don't understand where this is going, oh Baba. You really do not understand this. 800 billion. Gbogbo lẹ́kì ọ̀gbẹ́ni yẹn lónìí.
Aṣojú wa.
So owó Èkó ibi tó fẹ́ lọ sí nìyẹn. And the people that are thinking that say
Only in Kotioba Shetty. What money cannot do, more money will do it. You are right, Princess.
Yeah, he's right. The people talking around saying, will Tinubu last for another 8 years? Will it last for another 8 tó ti bàjẹ́ kára ẹ̀ ò dá tó gbé engine tuntun sínú ẹ̀ tó tí ò ṣiṣẹ́ rí. It will work. Gbogbo kidnapping, organ harvesting, àwọn tó ń ra kíní tó ń kó sára nìyẹn. Páàtì míì ló wà nù wọn, bọ́dì wọn kọ̀ old ni. Wọ́n outlive àwọn grandchildren if you don't fight for what is right now.
Kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run. Ṣé woru máa ń yí Princess ìṣẹ́jú kan? Ẹ jẹ́ fi máa yín wọ̀nyí for 1 minute, yeah? Just probably to put an image to what you are trying to say. Give it a life that when they harvest organ here and there, when you are praying for them to do, they will die, they will do this and that. I mean, they can live longer than you. Not die. Look at him. Look at this one. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
So that was when Boko Haram returned in 2017. Today, if you see her now, Princess. Hello, Princess, are you there? Okay, I think the network is acting up. I'm just going to give Princess a few seconds for her to come back and round up. She's still on the line, but somehow I can't hear her. I don't know if she can hear me. Okay, yeah, we can hear you now. Princess. So you can help me wrap it up. I just showed Boko Haram there in 2017 when he came back as a skeleton. Go on, man.
When he came back, paper, you know? Yeah. So they will just have other people's jobs. They will just like a vehicle. They will have if you have Pijo, Ijapa. Yeah. If they put new engine in it, all launch here, me wo moto only low me make sure.
That's right.
So these people are like that too. They just need to find a match for them. They keep going abroad, coming back. They keep going and coming back. You know, Maria, you know, or small hand go to shake. So if you think, he will die in another 5, Buhari or Iku. Buhari or Iku. If he die in another 8 years, then he let down.
To kill them and punish them. That means you are not actually thinking.
God does not work. I'm always telling people, whatever God has empowered you to do, He will not do for you. Power is not given, it is taken.
That's right.
So if you don't take it, they're not going to give it to you.
No.
Bible then go only violence taketh it by force. Láwọn bí kan ẹ má rìn dìkú, ẹ má gọ̀kú. Ẹ má gọ̀kú, ẹ tó bó ṣe máa work ìkọ́rí nígbà tí delegate bá gba 100 million ó máa tán ṣòro inú ilé ayé ẹ̀. So tó bá gbà tó bá ṣe tì bóyá sọ yẹn more money we do it. So ẹni àmọ̀rí ò bá kú iṣẹ́ ọrùn ò bá jádànù at least we know that over 7,000 people in Nigeria will be millionaires. Those are the delegates. They will be millionaires. So whatever it is, Tobanche, stand your ground. Is Yoruba Nation what you want? Then boycott their election.
That's right.
Boycott that election. We are not going to have it. No. We are not going to have these people shove whatever it is they are selling down our throats. No. We say no more. We are not doing this anymore. So there was a time I called sometimes ago and I was telling you, I think about a year and a half ago, I was telling you that behind Yoruba Nation I mentioned Baba Shoyinka's name at that time. So many people didn't believe, but he has been a founding member. I called somebody at Ibadan. He was like, I'm Kini poster Yoruba Nation. The awareness is going on. We are happy with that. I want to fellow ball, like you said. Teba fed down kokosile. Ko sonu eyan kan to kimbi ba ebi orun akilapa. Tẹ fẹ́ dágbèsè owó sí lọ́rùn. Tẹ bá ní bọ́ọ̀lù tẹ fẹ́ lọ gbá. Ẹ ti kó àfowó yìí jẹ sọ fún wa pé ẹ ti níye báyìí tẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ kàn need support ni.
Adé fún yín. Oh, that network entity act up, oh, Princess. I am actually looking forward to rounding up now because of our time. We only have, in fact, we have overshot our time as we speak, but I don't know what happened. Princess, as usual. So let me wrap it up in a minute so that we can call it a night as usual, man. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, whatever it is, Tabanche, don't believe that somebody is going to outlive someone.
That's right. Okay, nice night, yeah?
Yeah, Baba.
So,
you're welcome.
Thanks. Yeah. So thank you so much for that, and thanks to every one of you who participated in this conversation tonight. I enjoyed myself. I've learned one or two things, and as usual, there's much to still come from where that came from. All you have to do is that if you enjoyed this, you can like the video before you go. Share it if you haven't. Maybe subscribe if you feel like it's something you'd like to probably see again. Apart from that, I'm going to see you some other time. My time is up. Good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Bíjó ìgbádùn yẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Gómìnà kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì í. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra kì í. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Màyégùn ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Màyégùn ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Màyégùn ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.